Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to take a look at Pound Oz again, as I'm still looking for that long opportunity, and I can see a pattern forming here which I wanted to highlight. We've talked about it previously in another video. We talked about what we could potentially see, but we can see the pattern coming to a potential fruition here. But before we get into that, what I want to talk about is why I want to be long in Pound Aussie. Not only seasonally is the pound strong, but I wanted to actually take a look at some COT data just to show you why I'm looking at it. Now, I had a comment on one of the previous Pound Aussie videos talking about the COT data, and I just wanted to break down what I can see from the Commitment to Trade reports data that I particularly look at. So this is the COT screenshot that I've got of what I look at and what I can see. So at the bottom chart down here, you can see I have the commercial positions. Okay, now what I'm looking at, it's what are the commercials doing in that market? Are they increasing their long contracts? Are they decreasing their short positions? You know, what are they doing in the market? And you can see here that they're actually increasing their long positions and the shorts are starting to taper off slightly. That's why you can see this commercial index here is rising. Okay, now usually when this commercial index rises and hits this 100 line through here, we often see a small bounce in the pound. So you can see multiple times we get small bounces in the market just through here. Now this data is from Markets Made Clear. You can head over there and have a little look at the data that they provide. You have to pay for it, obviously, but it's a really good COT data that you can look at. But essentially, we can see that long contracts are increasing, shorts slightly slowing down through here. Now, if I actually take that off and bring in the Aussie COT data, we can see something totally different. We can see the opposite happening. We can see that the long contracts have dipped off quite aggressively. Short contracts are now starting to increase from these lows. Okay, so basically suggesting that the shorts are overtaking the long positions potentially, and that we could see a short-term move to the downside. And again, you can see with this 6-month COM index that Markets Made Clear have brought out, you can see that when it hits the 0 line, we often get a reversal in the market. So 0 could potentially see some downside here. 0, we did get some downside through there. Here as well, lots of downside. Okay, some short-term downside. So if we're going to see a short-term downside move for the Australian dollar and a short-term upside move for the pound, according to the COT data, then we should be looking at Pound Aussie long. Now, if we look at the price action, that's also telling a story. We can see that price has started to slow in and around this 174 level, where basically price has been forming low ranging candlesticks and candles that are closing back within the previous range. That's usually a sign that the selling momentum, in this case anyway, is starting to fade and that we could start to see a reversal form. Not only that, just to add a little bit more confidence, don't really believe in all loads of indicators, but the RSI is in an oversold condition on a weekly time frame, which can show signs of exhaustion and a potential reversal as well. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see a pattern developing. We can see the market is making a head and shoulders pattern in here. So you have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder forming. Now, the right shoulder usually does form at the left shoulder support. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. Is this now going to act as support? So what I'm actually going to look for is one or two things in and around this point. I'm going to look, first of all, for a reversal pattern. What I mean by that is if price forms a double bottom here, that could be an opportunity to start looking to get involved with the market. Alternatively, we could dive a little bit lower. We could dive into the hourly time frame or the 15-minute time frame. And what I want to be looking for is breaks of key highs. So if price, for instance, breaks above 174.64, this swing high just through here, that would give me a lot more confidence to look at long ideas in this Pound Oz market, because it's showing us that the momentum that was with the downside is starting to change. Okay, ultimately as well, or alternatively I should say, you could look at an hourly break of trend here, but ultimately market making a head and shoulders pattern. We want to be looking for those longs. Why do we want to be looking for the longs? commitment of trade reports actually suggesting that the pound commercials are actually getting long. They're adding to their long contracts. Aussie decreased their longs significantly, starting to increase shorts. So that's the reason why. As well, seasonally, pound strong through April. So the likelihood of this market reversing is quite high at the minute. So we want to be looking for opportunities if price action and strategies allow us to get involved. So let's see what happens. But pound Aussie reversal still looking likely at the moment. Still looking for that opportunity. We do have a key pattern forming here. Look for the potential to be a buyer of this market if the right conditions are met. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.